Hello,
Uh, Hello,
how are you?
fine, and you?
I'm great, thank you. How was your weekend? What did you do this long weekend?
Uh, it. Um, I want to. I want to rest. I. I want to sleep all day
Okay.
because I was to student very much and look,
Oh my God, it's a lot.
it's a lot. It's a physiology and anatomy. So,
Okay. Oh, perfect. Very good. And did you celebrate the Mexican night?
mm, only eight.
I ate.
Uh, I ate uh, flautas ahogadas
Ah, okay. Good. That was
with my mom and was I look at the film only
I watched a film.
I watched a film. I
Uh-huh.
watched a film. Mm.
Okay. Perfect. Very good. Did you have any homework?
Homework. Repeat.
No? Homework?
Ah,
No homework?
eh, mm, ¿cómo es ese poquito?
A little bit?
A little bit.
No, but did you have any homework in the class?
The book, ¿o cómo?
Homework. Tarea.
Homework, tarea.
Did you have any?
No,
No, no homework.
no homework.
Okay, were you able to get the book?
No,
No, you didn't buy the book. Oh my God,
no,
it was difficult
no, difficult. ¿Cómo se dice esperando?
waiting.
Waiting.
Okay, perfect. Don't worry. Well, let's start. Let's go to the student's book.
Okay.
Wait a second. I think I closed. Wait a second. So it's unit 7.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the page is 59.
7:59.
This is
Uh-huh.
the grammar box. On page 59, we have the grammar box. We have
Okay.
countable and uncountable nouns, some and any. We have the countable nouns. Remember, countable nouns are objects or situations that we can count. For example, 1 apple, 2 apples. 1 egg, 2 eggs, 3 eggs. 1 strawberry, 2 strawberries.
Okay.
And we have the uncountable nouns. Those are things that we cannot count. It's difficult to count. For example, rice,
Mm-hmm.
meat,
Mm-hmm.
pasta. These are uncountable nouns.
When it's mucho, cuando son muchos, por ejemplo, de los chiquitos.
Yes, when it's not possible to count because they are small or the
Small.
characteristics make them impossible to count, like liquids. Liquids like water are uncountable because it's impossible to count water. The food in general is uncountable. Cheese,
Okay.
water, pasta, milk, which is another liquid, it's uncountable. Okay?
Okay.
We have this structure to express that something exists in English. We use there,
There.
there. Yes. And we have the option to use plural with the form of verb to be in plural. There are.
In plural
And
is there are.
there are plural. And we have another possibility to express that something exists in singular. There is. For there is, we have the possible contraction there's.
There's.
Yes.
Um,
So we say, for example, there are
there,
some
there,
onions.
there is there's,
Yes. The
is,
contraction is there's.
okay.
For there are, we have no contraction.
Uh,
Have to
okay.
put the two words complete. There are.
There are. There
Yes.
are
There,
is plural. There is singular.
yes. So for example, the two apples, we can say in English, there, oops, there are two apples because exist two apples. I can
Okay.
see two apples. There are two apples. I can say there are three eggs. Yes. And strawberries, what's the sentence for strawberries?
There are two strawberries.
Yes, there are two strawberries. Exactly. When we talk about uncountables, we usually use the singular form. There is, because it's uncountable, not possible to be plural. And here we say there is some rice because it's an indefinite quantifier. Some. There is some rice. There is, or there's, which is the contraction. There's some meat. Yes. And the sentence for pasta.
Mm, the pasta
Mm-hmm.
is there is
Yes.
some pasta.
Yes. Exactly. It's not a specific quantity. Some, just to indicate that exists a portion of pasta. There is some pasta, not specific. There is some meat or there is some rice.
Okay, it's similar to Spanish when we see we not see dame unas pastas, ¿no?
Yes, not
We,
possible.
we it's impossible. We mm, decimos is
We
we say
say,
we say yes
wait, no,
we say me
we
das pasta
say.
say
It's in present. We say.
okay.
Perfect. So,
It's similar, no?
yeah, it's a little similar. Then we have the interrogative form in English. These are affirmative sentences, but I want to make them interrogative, the question. So in
The question is are RT, no?
So yes, I have to switch the auxiliary, in this case, auxiliary of verb to be with there. So I change the form. And my question is, are there? And in this case, I can use any. In questions, I can use any. Are there any apples, for example? Question mark. Are there any apples? It's an indefinite number.
Are there any?
Are
Are
there
there?
any eggs? Question mark. And number 3 for strawberries. What's the question?
Are there any strawberries?
Are there any strawberries? Yes. Question mark. Something similar happens with the uncountable or there is. We have to switch the order of auxiliary of verb to be. In this case, is with
Is.
there. We switch the order. So the question is there? Is there? And we can use any two for uncountables, no problem. Is there
Okay.
any rice? Question mark. Is there any meat? Question mark. And for pasta, the question,
Mm, is there any or any?
any.
Any pasta?
Yes. Okay. Is there any pasta? Yes. This is the interrogative form.
Okay.
And we have the negative. For example, we say there is. The negative of is isn't. There isn't any. We have to use any in the negative too. There isn't any rice. There isn't any meat, or there isn't any pasta. The
Uh,
negative,
if I see there is not any rice, it's good. It's fine. No?
no, if you have there isn't,
Isn't?
you cannot use no, because no is negative and
Okay.
isn't is negative.
Isn't.
So there's no rice? Yes. There isn't any rice? Yes. But there's no any rice? Not possible.
There not any rice?
No. There's not any rice? Yes.
Okay.
Then we have the negative for plural. There are. The negative, there aren't. There
Okay.
aren't any apples. To express necessity in English, we say, for example, we need some potatoes. We have the necessity because we will prepare potatoes. Yes, we need
Okay.
some potatoes because we will cook potatoes. We need some potatoes. Or if we don't have the necessity, we say we don't. We don't need any potatoes. We can say we need some meat, or negative, we don't need any meat. Perfect. This is the idea with the grammar box. Do you have any questions?
No.
Perfect.
Perfect.
So let's continue now. And it's time to go to the grammar practice book.
Grammar.
Practice book, page 124. Grammar practice book 124.
Grammar practice, ¿verdad? Book.
Yes, grammar practice
Ajá. Page
124 page
24.
24. Mhm. You have countable and uncountable nouns plus some and any.
Some and any. Ajá.
Okay, so remember, countable nouns are things that we can count.
Mhm.
For example, we can express possession like I have a brother. One brother is countable. One brother, two brothers, three brothers, yeah, etc.
Mhm.
There are two glasses on the table. There are, exist. There are two glasses on the table. There are 14 students in the class,
What
or
is 14?
the number 14, 1, 4.
Ah, okay.
14 is a number.
Ah,
1, 4, 14.
there are.
Yes, exist 14
Exist.
students in the class. There are 14 students in the class. But in this class, Danae, how many students are there in this class?
There are one student.
There is, because one is singular. There
One.
is one.
There is.
Yes, for singular, there is, remember,
Ah, sí, there
singular
is.
and uncountables. There is one student in this class.
There
Exactly.
is.
Perfect. This is the idea for countables. The countable nouns obviously have a singular and a plural form. We can use a or an with the singular form. For example, do you want a banana? I like bananas. We need an egg for this recipe. We need 3 eggs for this recipe.
Okay.
So we say, remember, a student is a represents number one student. A student, a teacher, one teacher, yes? But
Mm,
we say, for example, a class, one class, or an English class. We say an because English is with vowel E. So
okay.
a student, a teacher, a class, but an English class is the same. One student, one teacher, one class, one English class is number one, a or an, but we use a or an depending on the first letter of the next word, consonant or vowel.
Okay. Okay.
When it's singular, but when it's plural, we say, I like bananas, no a, because bananas in general, in plural, not one banana. I like bananas. We need an egg, only one egg, or we need 3 eggs. We can use the number in plural. Yes, we need an egg for this recipe. We need 3 eggs for this recipe. This is about countable nouns. Let's continue with the uncountable. Uncountable nouns are things that we can't count. They usually don't have a plural form. It's not possible to use a or an with them, because remember, a or an represent one. So if it's uncountable, not possible to have one. So we say, I don't like cheese. Do you like lemonade? There's a lot of sugar in this cake. We're having pasta for dinner. Having pasta, not a pasta. Having pasta for dinner. Pasta, uncountable. Then we have some and any. We use some in affirmative statements with uncountable nouns and plural countable nouns. We use it when we don't say exactly how much or how many. For example, there's some juice in the fridge. I don't know if it's much juice or a little juice. It's only some juice, indefinite. And I can use for countable too. There are some apples in the bowl. I don't know how many exactly. I don't know if 2 apples or 3 apples or 4 apples. There are some apples, indefinite number, okay? Some is possible with countables and uncountables, no problem. But it's only for affirmative sentences, okay? Any, we use any in negative statements and questions with uncountable nouns and plural countable nouns. So any is similar to some. They work with uncountable and countable nouns, no difference. But any is not for affirmative sentences. Any is for negative and interrogative sentences. For example, there isn't, negative, there isn't any milk. We don't, negative, we don't have any oranges. Question, do you have any money? Are there any strawberries? So if we have are there any, because are is plural, we need plural noun. Strawberries, not strawberry. Are there any strawberries? So let's listen to the next examples. Pay attention.
There's a banana. There are some bananas. There's some water. There's no lemon. There aren't any lemons. There isn't any coffee. Is there an onion? Are there any onions? Is there any tea?
Okay, questions with these examples?
Some is necessity?
No, it's
No?
only an indefinite number.
Indefinite.
Is need. We need.
Okay.
Hmm?
El need is necessity. Some is
It's an
how
indefinite article. It's indicates
algunas.
a quantity, but not specifically. Yes.
Okay. Okay. It's one.
Yes.
And it's one.
Yes.
Not any. Why? Any, it's a question and negative. I.
Yeah, it's the rule. For rule, we have to use any only in negatives and interrogatives, not affirmatives, not possible. For positives, we have some.
Yes. Fine.
Yes. Okay. Well, pay attention. We usually use some in affirmative, but there is a possibility to use some in questions, like any. But when we offer something to a person, when we are offering, when we are inviting something, we can use some in the question. For example, Do you want some soup or would you like some carrots? Because it's an offer. We are offering it to the person. So it's
Okay.
possible in those questions. When we offer something, some.
Some it's offered. It's similar, and I want to see. Do you do you want some eight? No,
Some
eight no. Eight no,
of,
because no count. Do you want some orange?
yes, perfect. Well, now that we know this, it's time for practicing. Let's go to the next column. Exercise 1. Look at the picture. Write a, an, or some. So we have the picture and we have meat, chocolate, melon, apple, bread, orange, potatoes, tomatoes. You have to decide which one is the correct indefinite article, a,
Mm-hmm.
an, or some. So complete this exercise on your notebook. Please copy the exercise. We will
Mm-hmm.
check your answers when you finish. Please tell me when you finish.
What is bread?
Bread is, for example, in Mexico, we have sweet bread. We have Bimbo. Bimbo is a company that produces bread, sweet
Ah,
bread. Ready?
yes.
Okay, so tell me, number 1.
Some meat.
Excellent. Number 2.
Chocolate.
Oh my God. Chocolate is uncountable. We say
Why?
some.
I have a question because it's only small chocolate, many small chocolates,
It's
or in
it's
barra.
chocolate and then it's a bar of chocolate. So we
It,
make countable, like for example, milk is
uh-huh,
uncountable, but 1 liter of milk is countable. 1 glass of milk is countable, but milk is
uh-huh.
uncountable. The concept of milk is uncountable. The concept of chocolate is uncountable, but we can make it countable with bars of chocolate.
Sí.
Yes?
Sí, yes.
Okay, perfect. Next,
Melon,
a melon, very good.
apple,
An apple,
an apple,
yes.
some bread,
Some bread, yes,
some
excellent.
bread.
It's the same with chocolate. We have pieces of bread, but the concept of bread is uncountable.
Okay.
Mhm.
When it's in packet, it's countable.
Yes, a package or a bag of bread or a piece of bread, yes.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
An orange,
Mhm.
and I have a confusion.
Yes,
I don't know if it's some or any.
some, because
Some?
affirmative is some, remember, some potatoes, some tomatoes. Any is only for negative and interrogative. In this
Okay.
question, it's not negative, it's not a question, it's affirmative. Some potatoes, some tomatoes.
Uh, but it's plural.
Yes, some potatoes, because potatoes is plural. 1 potato, some potatoes. 1 tomato, some tomatoes. Well, now, exercise 2. Complete the conversation with a, an, some, or any. Please complete this exercise. Okay, so tell me your answers. Read the text with your answers, please.
What's for lunch? Is there any pasta?
Any, repeat any.
Any.
Yes, continue.
Yes. No, there is any pasta.
Okay,
Yes.
repeat. Isn't any pasta.
Isn't any pasta. Isn't. No, there isn't any pasta. But
Perfect.
but there's some rice in the cupboard.
Cupboard.
Cupboard. But there's some rice in the cupboard. Good. And do we have for some meat or fish?
No, because it's a question.
It's a question. Is any?
Yes. It's a question and it's not offering. It's asking only if we have or not.
Okay.
Continue.
Any meat or fish? Yes,
Hmm?
we have. Mande? Huh?
Yes, continue.
Yes, we have a chicken,
Chicken is uncountable.
um, some chicken, and some fish.
Yes.
There is some green pepper.
Pepper is countable because it's like potato or banana or lemon. There is a green pepper
Green pepper and onion
and onion because onion
and
is
onion
O. Mhm.
and onion too, but there isn't some salad
There isn't negative.
isn't any
Yes. There
negative
isn't any salad.
isn't any salad. No problem. We can buy
We can
mm,
buy.
we can buy it's some
Yes.
no see
Yes. We can buy some salad at the market because it's affirmative. So with affirmative, we can use some. Let's go with the last exercise. Exercise number 3. Make sentences. Add, a, and, some, or any.
or any.
So we have there, not, cheese on this pizza. So we can say there isn't, or not, there isn't any cheese on this pizza. There isn't any cheese on this pizza. Number 2, you have tomatoes question. What's the question?
The question is are
No, because it's the verb have.
have we have
It's question.
these questions.
In this case, the auxiliary is do. And the subject is
The auxiliary,
you.
yes.
Do you have?
Do you have
Uh-huh.
any
Any?
any
Yes.
tomatoes?
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 Yes. Remember, when the verb is have, it's not there. No, there is, no, there are. Is do. Do you have any tomatoes? Mhm.
Do you
Then
have
in this case, we have there,
there?
milk, the fridge.
It's are there? No, no es question.
Not a question.
There meal in the frying.
Mhm.
The milk it's countable, but it's in singular.
Yes.
There is
Mhm.
milk in the fridge.
I need an indefinite article, a, and, some, or any. There is.
There is some.
Mhm.
some milk in the
Fridge.
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 In the fridge.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Number 4. It's
Yogurt
the
it's
verb is have. Negative.
negative in singular.
Is
Yes.
with. Not important. In this case, it's not important because it's a verb in negative. The verb to have. What is the negative for the verb have?
Haven't.
No, it's we don't have.
Don't.
Yes,
We
we
don't
don't
have
have
a yogurt.
a indefinite article, a, and, some, or any.
Next questions. Negative. Any? Any?
Yeah, we don't have any yogurt. Perfect. Number 5,
Mushroom. What is mushrooms?
mushrooms. Mushrooms. Do you remember Mario Bros?
Mm-hmm.
Mario Bros, there is a little Todd. Todd is
Mm-hmm.
a mushroom. He has the head of a mushroom. The Princess Peach protects the mushrooms. We have quesadillas, cheese with mushrooms. The
Okay.
mushroom is the house of Smurfs, the pitufos. Yes,
Yes.
mushroom.
Mushrooms. Okay. Um, there are there are mushrooms.
Indefinite article a, and, some, or any.
There are some, see,
Yes,
some mushrooms in the shopping bag.
excellent. There are some mushrooms in the shopping bag. And finally, question, water.
What is water? Agua, no?
Yeah, what we drink, water.
Agua. Um, agua is singular. Is there?
Mhm.
Some? No, any.
Yes, because interrogative. And you are
Any,
not offering, you are asking, is there any water?
anywhere.
Exactly. Perfect. Questions.
No.
So we have pronunciation, some, and any. Pay attention.
1,
I have some fruit in my bag.
2,
We need some carrots.
3,
There are some crackers on the plate.
4,
We don't have any bread.
5,
I don't want any peas.
6.
Is there any milk?
So now it's your turn. Read the sentences, please.
I have some fruit in my bag.
Yes,
Yes. We need some carrots.
perfect.
There are some crackers on the plate.
Great,
Plate. We don't have any bread.
perfect,
I I don't want any piece.
fantastic.
Is there any milk?
Yes, perfect. Very good.
Eh,
Excellent. Well, we don't have more time today, Danae. That would be all for today. Thank you very much for your attention.